Brainy Dose presents 8 things you need to know about loving someone who likes to be alone. Loving someone who likes to spend a lot of time alone can feel like an emotional balancing act. You want to be close to them, but you also don't want to crowd their space. And it's not always easy to understand why they pull back, need so much time to themselves, or seem content without frequent connection. Nevertheless, their way of loving is just as real, just as meaningful as anyone else's. It's different, yes, but in that difference lies something beautiful and worth embracing. If you're willing to learn what makes them tick, you'll see that their independence is not a barrier, but an invitation to love them for who they truly are. Here's what that looks like in practice. Number 1, they're not antisocial, just selective. It's not hard to assume that someone who enjoys their own company doesn't really like people, but that's usually not the case. They care deeply, so deeply in fact, that they're selective about how and with whom they spend their time. When they let you in, it's a deliberate act. They've decided that you matter enough to make space for you. This isn't casual for them, it's meaningful. If they'd rather stay home with you or meet for coffee one-on-one instead of hitting a loud bar or a large gathering, don't take it as a slight. They're showing you their love by choosing you. Trust that their selectiveness means your presence in their life is intentional and important. Number 2, routine and predictability bring comfort. Many people who enjoy solitude find comfort in stability. Predictable routines and calm environments help them feel secure and at ease. This can be hard to understand if you happen to enjoy the unexpected and find excitement in novelty. Maybe you love last-minute road trips or throwing in spontaneous plans, but that might not sit well with them. It's not that they're boring or rigid. They just feel safer knowing what's coming next. Supporting their need for predictability doesn't mean you can't plan new things together, but it does require giving them time to adjust. Small gestures like sticking to plans or checking in before making changes shows them you understand what it takes to make them feel comfortable and cared for. Number 3, alone time is essential, not personal. When someone you care about needs time alone, it's hard not to take it personally. You might wonder if you did something wrong or if they're pulling away. But here's the thing, their need for solitude is not about you, it's about them. Time alone is how they recharge. It's where they process their thoughts, manage their energy, and reconnect with themselves. Without it, they'd be running on empty. So when they need space, let them have it. It's actually one of the most loving things you can offer. In doing so, you're showing them that you respect their needs and that you trust their love for you. And when they return, they'll come back ready to connect more deeply. Number 4, communication is key. Loving someone who values their independence requires getting comfortable with direct, honest communication. They might not always tell you what they're thinking or feeling, partly because they're so used to handling things on their own, which makes mutual understandings and dialogue even more important. If something feels off or you're unsure how to interpret their behavior, don't be afraid to ask. Similarly, be honest about your own needs. If you feel disconnected or want to spend more time together, let them know in a kind and non-pressuring way. When both parties feel heard and understood, it becomes easier to navigate differences in personality and preferences. Number 5, they express love in subtle ways. Don't expect grand declarations or over-the-top gestures from someone who likes to be alone. Their love language typically leans toward quiet, thoughtful actions. They may show their care through small but meaningful ways, like remembering your favorite coffee order, sending you an article they think you'd enjoy, or simply being present during a challenging time. Their actions often speak louder than their words, so pay attention to those small moments. They're telling you how much you mean to them. Learning to recognize their unique way of expressing love can help you feel more connected and appreciated, even if it looks different than what you're used to. Number 6, they need space to process conflict. Disagreements happen in every relationship, but how people handle them can vary widely. For someone who values their alone time, conflict is something they need to step back from before they can engage with it. This can be tough if you're the type who wants to talk things out right away. You might feel like they're avoiding the issue or that they don't care enough to resolve it. But that's not what's happening. They are not running away. They're reflecting. Pushing for immediate resolution will only make them feel cornered. So the best thing you can do is give them the space they need to process everything. Trust that they'll come back when they're ready, with a clearer perspective and a willingness to work things out. Number 7, they cherish their passions and hobbies. Individuals who enjoy solitude often have rich inner lives and a deep connection to their personal interests. These passions are a source of joy and fulfillment for them, providing an outlet for creativity, learning, or relaxation. Now, you might feel tempted to join in on everything they love, but the truth is, they need time to enjoy these things on their own. Supporting their individuality and encouraging them to grow in the areas that light them up, without feeling the need to make everything a shared experience, demonstrates that you respect them as a whole person. And who knows, their passion might inspire you to find your own. Number 8, they teach you to love differently. Loving someone who likes to be alone challenges traditional notions of connection. It invites you to embrace a relationship that's built on trust, independence, and authenticity. Instead of constant togetherness, the focus shifts to meaningful interactions and respecting each other's unique needs. This kind of relationship can teach you invaluable lessons about self-reliance, boundaries, and the importance of quality over quantity in your interactions. By learning to love someone who enjoys solitude, you also grow as a person, finding new ways to connect and show up for those you care about. As you reflect on these insights, consider how they apply to your own relationships. Are there areas where you can create more space for understanding and individuality? How might embracing these principles enrich your connections with those who cherish their independence? By adapting to their unique needs, while also making sure your own needs are met, you'll discover a relationship dynamic that's both fulfilling and beautifully balanced. If this topic resonates with you, you might also enjoy our video on 12 interesting facts about the lone wolf personality. It dives deeper into the traits, strengths, and challenges of individuals who thrive on independence, offering even more insight into understanding and loving the unique people in your life. You'll find the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also, to learn more about many other interesting topics, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.